Okay, hello everyone, how are you? Today I want to take from where we've left yesterday and focus a bit on integrating the search part that is going to Algolia. So all those messages, as you might recall, are now also duplicated in Algolia. So in order to provide a better search, so like contextual search, if you make mistakes and stuff like this, we leverage Algolia. We probably could have done it in Postgres with some indexes, but why not try a different service as well and play a bit with it. And I would be curious to see how well it will behave. What I have in mind is to do something like it is in Slack, of course, where you open a modal to search. Maybe we can look also on the meta language. You see, when you do lesson, we receive these cards and the number of results. Maybe we won't have this bar, but I want to have this card implemented, and I also would like to give this part where everything is highlighted, so the word that you looked for is highlighted, but that's pretty easy. We know that it's coming from Algolia like that, so that should be fine. So what we are gonna do, first of all, we will create this modal. This time, compared to the last times, I will use Material-UI to create the modal, because I mean, we already have here a modal, but it's not very accessible, and you see the focus is somewhere behind, so it's not selecting the buttons and everything like that. So I could actually fix this. It's actually not a very hard thing to do, but in order to spend another 30 minutes fixing this modal, which I could actually fix it on my own and just show quickly the implementations to you maybe next time or some other time, I would rather use a library which has an accessible modal, which is very, let's say, stylable and composable. And for that, I will use Material-UI, because it's one of the best component libraries that you could find, and it's very, very stylable. I know it doesn't work very well, as far as I know, with styled components. They do support style components integration, but it's a bit cumbersome because they have their own CSS in JS library. So sometimes, okay, it won't be perfect, but it's the first time that I try style components. I tried it in this project. Basically, if you followed up, you saw me using style components. So I will try to combine it with Material-UI if we need to style a bit more the modal. In order to achieve these cards, we will use again Material-UI. We will use the card component. Yeah, well, we don't have reaction, so we can't do anything about it. And for the search, we will use Downshift. For those of you who don't know what Downshift is a library which is very much focused on providing a very nice interface. Well, not a very nice API, I would say, because the interface is delegated to me to create it, to the user to style it. So it's just an API to provide autocomplete and search related functionality It is fully accessible. You can use the keyboard and all kind of this stuff. And because the styling is on us, we can make it look as good as we want and as close to Slack as we want. So basically that's the plan that I have in mind, to basically retrieve, to use the search API that we've created last time using Netlify functions that queries Algolia. We'll use Material-UI to create a model and some cards, and Downshift for to retrieve the to have like an autocomplete and to have suggestions. I'm not sure we would be fully able to do, like, if you click on this to get us to the channel. We might start working on it, but I must say that now, if I think about it, the way we query this is like, basically I query all the data. It has no pagination and no there is no pagination. I basically query all the messages that are in one channel, which is not good at all, I would say. So that would mean that we would need first to refactor a bit this part so that we have pagination in place, to see how we can handle if you add new messages and this kind of stuff. And then we can see how well it's gonna work. What I want to do is not to do this, and I don't think we'll have time to cover the pagination, so we'll probably do it next time. So we will focus on only on the search part. But I also want to do something before. I've just saw that Hasura posted on 9th of September, so about 10 days ago, an article. They posted an article about how to handle JWTs. You can just find it on blog.hasura.io and read about it. One thing which popped into my mind is the fact that they suggest using storing the JWT tokens in memory, because it's more secure this way compared to storing it into a cookie or into local storage, because then you can hijack those. You're like cross-site forgery. You can attack, you can just basically take the cookie or the data from the local storage and then use this token to authenticate against. That's the reason why also Auth0 doesn't set them in cookies or anything like that. But we needed this JSON web token that is coming from Auth0 to authenticate against Hasura. So we stored it, as far as I remember, inside here in local storage. Yes, no, sorry. Selected channel, current user. Let me check. Yes, we have the token here. And the reason was that we need to pass it when we create this this WebSocket link. So when we create like the subscription, we need to pass the token, and we couldn't access it unless it was in local storage. But it didn't cross my mind that I could actually put it into a variable and store it there. So I would start with refactoring this part, and then we focus on the model. But I'll be back in just 1 second. I just want to grab some water for me because my throat is really dry. I'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, let's start it. So what we need to do is once we have the token, we will create a variable here. JWT token, which is type string, and we will store the token in here. So we have, so we can do here. Okay. JWT token. Actually, we could just do it like this. So we store it directly. We don't need another variable and anything like this. Okay, that's fine. Then it means that here we can just pass the JWT token and is used before assigning. I'll just ignore this part. I can say that it's like this, so that I don't have to do it like this. So token not equals empty string. Then, oh yeah, it's JWT token. And save it and see if it works. Seems that everything works fine. So we fixed one potential security problem that we had. Now let's move towards the part with the search. So basically we need that if you click on this input, I would like to open a modal. So what we are gonna do first is that we are going to install Material-UI. I know that it's quite hard to install it. I think it's not just Material-UI core that needs to be installed. Oh no, it's just the Material-UI core. So that I need to install some styles or some icons. So we will install Material-UI core and Downshift. Downshift. Okay. And Downshift. Okay, in the meantime, let's check the modal API. How we can, okay, modal provides a solid foundation for creating dialogues, popper, light overs, blah blah blah. Simple modal. Yeah, that's basically what we want. Let's check the code. So I think we need to go through layout, main content header. I think here we have this input placeholder search, so it's basically this. Okay, so for that, I don't like that we have this dark gray here. Hard coded. Normally, don't we have a theme? Light gray border color, dark gray. You see? I like to use um, the colors defined in the theme, because then we have consistency. If I want to make a dark theme or a pink theme, or I don't know what kind of colored theme, then we have the possibility to customize it quite easily. So if for instance you say border color dark, it's salmon, then it will be salmon everywhere. So that's one of the reasons why I like to have central place like a theme where we define the colors. So where is it? Here. I would like to change this to I think we need a $sign. We take it from the props, and it's under props theme, dark border color dark. I think that's the one. Yes. Okay. Okay, so background color white. Yeah, we could put this one. Yeah, it's background color light, you see. So here we need to refactor it as well. To use things from the theme. Background color light. Okay. So probably I have colors scattered around the style components in different other places, but since I'm not looking for them proactively, once I need to code something, since this project is far from being complete from my point of view, I'll reach into those places and refactor these using the theme colors. But coming back to what we are interested, I want to create a model. So basically I'm just gonna bluntly copy this part. Okay. And I'm just gonna paste it here. We are gonna No, I don't want to import my model. I want to import from Material-UI. But why doesn't add it? Okay, we're just gonna import it like this. Okay. Okay, we'll need to use state. So const is model open and set model state. We use the hooks API, so we're going to use the use state, and the default value is false. And this is a boolean. Okay. Is model open, and on close we want to say set model status to be false. So basically when you close the model, I want to set the state to be false. Okay, simple model. This is good for accessibility, but I don't know whether should I leave them. Simple model description, and what's the simple model? Where did they? Where's the simple model? Simple model. Is this a model inside the model? Because it seems like. guess it's a model inside a model. Is it? Yes. Jeez. Anyway, area described labeled by. I guess that's the title that's inside here. Well, I would say search title. And area described by search description. Okay, and we basically have this for now. Search title and search description, and we don't need this. Okay, and what's not good? Children accepts a single child. Okay, so we just put the fragment. Okay, no more errors. Typescript is happy, so it means that I am happy as well. Okay. Okay, that's right, because it's an array, not an object. Okay, it seemed to have built. Now we have to find a way to open the model. So I would basically do, when you click on this thing, I would just call set model status to true. True. Okay. Let's see if it works. Boop, boop. Where the hell is my model? Ah, here it's my model. Okay. It looks like shit, to be honest. Because I would have expected that it has a nice background and stuff like that. And I don't get why it doesn't. Oh, maybe I need to make a container. Yes, you see, they have here. Okay, so I think we need to use a paper from Material-UI and paper. Okay, paper. But why is this not formatted? It should format on save. I don't get why I didn't do it. Okay. Let's try to open. Okay, that's fine. It looks okay. Now, I guess we need to play a bit with the styles. So let's try to see how we can integrate styled components into this. Styled components. I know we will probably lose a lot of time doing this, but okay, so what we need to do is to do const styled paper, and we take the styled and the paper, okay, and we say that it's gonna have a width of 80%. Okay, so my syntax highlighting, it's pretty much destroyed. We also want a padding. I want a padding of 1 rem, for instance. Yeah, well, here it should be with. So let's see what we've done so far. Okay, so it's not styled at all, apparently. And I wonder why. Oh yeah, I put quotes like it's CSS in JS, but it's not. So that's why my syntax highlighting was broken. I'm sorry. Okay, so we see that it's nicely put like this. It has some padding, and that's perfectly fine. So now what we want to do is like to put this thing in the center of the screen, of course. So I wonder if this is like flex or something. Can I do on this display flex and align self center? No, I cannot. Let's see how they style their modals, because I think they transitions even have a transition. Okay. Position absolute. Okay. Okay, but they use the transform to make it. That's a bit odd, I would say. React transition group. And this one seems to be centered. No? Because this is what confuses me a bit. Why? Oh yeah, I know why we are having this problem with the paper. Let's go back to the home page, and it says load or use and the default font. Okay. I wonder if we don't have to do something else, because to me, because this is our app, and we have this, and I don't really understand why it's not centered. Into the middle. Let's look around. Okay. Material UI model is not centered. Okay, maybe it's in the API that we need to do something. Container align. Do they have anything? No, they don't. Disable, on close, or rendered. That's mostly unfortunate. Margin 0 or margin auto. Should I put it like this? Yeah, okay. That puts it fine, but still. Okay, we have a margin auto, but it's still not vertically centered. So maybe what we can do is that I do const styled model. I just wonder if I do this display flex, then here it is. And I do align item center, justify content center, and then I remove the margin on this one, it's centered. Okay, so I guess I just need to style a bit the model. So styled model, all styled. Styled, it comes from style components is this method. Basically takes either an HTML element or a component, and apparently the component made by Material-UI, it's smart enough. It's made so good that it can be styled using Material-UI. Style component, sorry. Too many styled things. Do a display flex and justify content center and align items centered. Now it should be centered. Okay. Do we have a... No. Okay, of course. My bad. I should use the styled model, right? Styled model. Styled model. Probably we need to put this in a... Yes. Now we have the model. I think it's time to put it on in a separate component so that we keep these things a bit concise, I would say. And for that, I would okay, just give me 1 second. So can we do components sidebar? Let's say search. Okay, search. And inside here we put search model, not CSX. Search model. We have interface is open, which is Boolean, and toggle model is again Boolean. No, it's It's a function, sorry. And we go here, props, and split. Okay. And then we can copy this part. Okay. We take this from here. What did I do? So we extract these parts. Okay. We import styled. We import the paper. We import the model. Okay. Okay, and here it should get value, which is Boolean, and is open. Okay, we seem to have done it. Now what it's left for us here is to use this component we've just created. It's called search model. And we pass is open and toggle model. Okay. And we close here the tag. Okay. Now we should. What? It's not a module. What do you mean it's not a module? I'm very sure it is. Yeah, now it works. Okay. So we have the model running. Now we have to style it a bit. But I would rather start with implementing the downshift logic. So let's add downshift. Inside here. Okay, import. Come on. Find downshift. I really don't get sometimes. Downshift state, so I guess I need to do this. Downshift. Okay. Is it like this then? Okay, it seems to be like this. Is open. Items, we can just play a bit with it so that we can see that it works. Okay. So let's try it. search, enter a fruit, banana, you see it comes here. So we will need to style it a bit better to look in a much better way than this. Because you see, that's the beauty of Downshift. It provides us a lot of functionality, but it's not styled, so it's up to us how we handle it. You see, now I'm pressing with the keyboard, I get it selected and everything. Okay, they gave me some hint that this is the selected thing and what I'm hovering over, but there's not much besides that. So we are gonna use again Material-UI to achieve this. I think they already have something. Thank you for subscribing, GKHCK. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the content, and feel free to ask me any questions that if something is unclear, or any suggestions that you have if I can improve in any way. I know I can improve a lot the quality of the streams, so I'm open to suggestions, and thank you very much for subscribing. So Downshift, autocomplete with Downshift. So what we want, it's basically to have, I think they have here Bahamas. You see, it's much nicer. So that's kind of what we also want to achieve. I'll just bluntly copy their part and then adapt it a bit. Okay, so get suggestion, downshift multiple, set input, blah 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 blah. Render input. Where is the render input? Because I don't find it. This is the render input. So we want a text field. Inside here, label input. Okay. We do this here. Don't need the other part for now. We probably would need to follow their logic. But for now I don't have any styling in place. So I'm just gonna do like this. Okay, too many things. Okay. And we need a label as well. Come on. Why is it loading so slow? What? Label. Actually, I think this one has a label. The text field, I think, has a label. Can I say label props? Input label props. Yes. Value. Or let's check the text field. What's the API for it? Okay. Label. Input label props. Input label API. Disable focus margin variant. Children. Okay. Children is, I basically want to have a search thing from font awesome. see, I can search. This one. No, I don't want to download the SVG. Just want to copy it. Yeah, well, I think it's much easier if I do like this. Class name plus search. Okay, so now we have a text field and an input. Do we need a placeholder or something? Yes, why not? Let's add a placeholder. Search for messages inside conversations. If we have time, I think we can do like a small meta language, say from into in different channels. So, but for now, let's try it like this. Okay, we have a nice input, but I would like to style it a bit better, because now it's really ugly. I mean, it's not ugly, it's just that I want it to have it in and can actually get this label. You need to pass this here. Get label props, I think. Okay. Const styled text edit text field. We do styled text field. Maybe I know how to spell it. That would be nice. Besides so many things that I do wrong, at least spelling I could do right. What do we want to do here? We say the width should be 100%. Okay, I want more spacing here, so I'm just gonna say 3 RAM with 1.5 RAM. So basically on the top and on the bottom I want more padding and slightly less on the size. So now we can do styled text field. Styled text field. Okay. It seems that we have done a decent job. Why not make this text field variant outlined so that I have an idea. I don't know where the label is, to be honest. I'm just curious. Let's inspect it. I don't see the label. Okay. Let's look for some examples. Text field, label. Okay. But that's okay. Then we need this hex code, I think. remove this and we put label. Let's see. Yeah, well, do I have to do like this? No. Copy Unicode. How to pass Unicode font awesome as placeholder. Okay, so I need to do this. Think. And then it should work. Hopefully. No, it doesn't. Maybe if I only do like this. No, it doesn't. I have no idea, to be honest, how to do it. Thanks for subscribing, Breezy. Thank you very much. Hello, and welcome to the channel. Any case, let's put the label as, I don't know, search. And not so that we don't waste too much time on this thing. Okay, it works fine. Yeah, I mean, we could play with the color of the border. It's blue and I don't want it to be blue, but for now it's fine. We can style it later. Okay, what did they do here for autocomplete? So we have input props. Okay, input label props, get label props. Label countries. Okay, makes sense. I guess we need to do the onChange event. So that we can actually do a query on that. So let's do the onChange part. So onChange, I would do we have the event and we say search, but for that we need to use a query, right? We need to use a Apollo query, so we use query. Okay, and I guess we need to create a query. Okay, export const search messages. Okay, GQL, and from there we have query search messages. You want to deep clone it? have you tried object.assign? So the question is like, you wanna do a deep clone of an object and you don't want to use Lodash. I think you can do so I have const x equals let's try it, x y no, let's put it first, jack, I don't last, first jack, last Jones, and we say skills JavaScript 1 Java 2. Okay, so now if we do const y equals object, doesn't it clone? Yeah, indeed, json.parse, json.stringify object. Indeed, that's indeed, it's a good solution. It's a bit like performance-wise, I'm not sure how good it is, but yeah, I mean the browser are so fast that you don't really care about it. So indeed, json.parse, json.stringify should fix it. Yes, you are right, unruly hotfixer. You are indeed a hotfixer with this solution. Indeed, that's the right answer, I guess. So we have the winner. Thank you very much for explaining that. Okay, coming back. What was I supposed to do? Yes, to make the query. Use query, search messages. What do we do? We get the query variable. I think we do like this, right? Which is a string, and it's mandatory, and we have the channel ID. Okay, which is, I suppose the channel ID is a UUID, I guess. Then we do search. Okay. Oh, we actually can do. So yeah, we have a filters thing, which is, and I'm gonna explain why. So the way the filters work, it's not mandatory. You can actually pass it as empty. You see, you can you need to compose it like this. You have the property that you want to search on, you pass it, and then you add some other stuff to it, and then you say user colon blah blah blah. So I would just construct the query in the front end, and maybe you don't want to pass any filters. So for that, I would just say query, I guess. I hope I don't have to wrap it in quotes. It will work, and filters is equal to filters. And then we get the hits, and we get the body, we get the date, user ID, channel ID. Do I want the channel ID? I guess not. Yes, Let's take it just for the sake of it, and I want the highlight result. And so basically I want everything what's inside here. Let's not just waste more time and rather copy it. Okay. No. We can do like this. So we have const use query. How is it called? Search messages. Did it import it properly? Data queries. I'm not sure this is gonna work. I'm just gonna leave it, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work like that. What do I want from here? I want the Apollo GraphQL query. I want to lazy call it queries GraphQL loading. I want the lazy one. Lazy. Oh yeah, it's use lazy query. Is this the one? Use lazy query. Okay. Use lazy query. Use lazy query. And from there we want this. Okay, we want this. We don't want the get dog. We want get messages, loading and data. Okay. So what we want to do here is to do get messages. Yes, I can pass variables here. Yes. What do I want to pass? I want to pass the query one to be a e.target.value. Okay. And I guess you can do data map key item dot and we get the ID because we need it. Invalid application ID or API key. Okay. Okay. So it means that I've changed my API key, but I haven't updated my functions. Okay. I need to check. Just copy it. API keys. Okay, I'm gonna copy this one. I'll do this off screen to set it in Netlify. Okay. Well, apparently I have the same key, but I think it might be that my functions search. Let's see my functions. Did I hard code something? No, not in this one. Resolvers. Algolia API key. Maybe I need to deploy those functions. Let's try it. Netlify deploy. No. Wait. No, it was okay. Pam 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 pam. Yay. Let's see. Okay, so just need to deploy. That was an easy fix. Yes, we do have the ID, so I would like to have the ID in order to add it to the keys. Queries. So I need the ID of the message so that I can add it here. Item. That's gonna be a bit tricky because we need to do data.search as far as I know. It's, and then we have item. Yes, it's of type any for now because I'm not gonna make the types now, and the index is number, right? Okay, so it's item.id because this is not an item, this is a message. 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 Okay, so argument of time may only specify and does not exist on get item property options. Okay, goodbye. Don't need to pass you. And then we have message dot property. For now, it would look like it. Property item is missing. Ah, okay. Item calls message. There we go. Comma. That's surprising that it didn't work, the deeply nested stuff with the JSON parse. We can just Google it, but yeah, deeply clone object JS. I mean, that's basically the same thing as they as Unruly hotfixer proposed. Yeah, but this is shallow and fast cloning. deep cloning. It's called see this answer. Okay. Okay, that's a long answer. But why don't you want to use like Lodash from like deep clone from Lodash, for instance? I mean, it's now Lodash is reshakable, so you shouldn't have any problems. Plus, you can just import, you can just install into your node modules deep clone from Lodash, I guess. You can do, I think, Lodash something like this, deep clone. And then clone deep, sorry. Because you can install it properly. Yeah, but you can just install, I think you can do this yarn install. Let me check how do I do it. Thanks for subscribing the right coder. So I think you can do Lodash. No, sorry, mistyped again. What? Man, I want to press backspace. Okay. Lodash dot. What was it? Clone deep. Clone deep. No, look file found. Okay, yeah. How did I know you can install them separately. How do I do that? I did it once when clone deep. Lodash dot clone deep. Yeah, like this. You can do like this. And then you only have one. You see, so you just say yarn add Lodash dot and the name of the method. And then you don't import the whole library. But in any case, now it's reshakable, so even if you import the whole library, Webpack will throw out the whole stuff. You're welcome. But if you really want to import only what you need, then you just do Lodash dot whatever. And then it's gonna work. Okay. Where were we? Yes. Here. We were here to try that part. Okay, I wanted to thank to the right corner for subscribing. Thank you very much. Expected name found, blah blah blah. Okay. I have no idea what I've messed up here. GQL, query. It's the same. Search. Oh, I didn't save it. Right. Thank you very much. Expected. Okay, so it wasn't that. Expected name found something else. But, did I miss something? And I'm just gonna copy this. Just so that I will change it. Okay. It seems okay. I really don't get what's not liking. Okay. Expected name, what in the name of God that means? No, it's not a Ben Awad tutorial. I'm just doing it myself. I know he did a couple of years back a Slack clone, but to me, and I think he also had like his own backend. I'm doing like just with Hasura and something else. I'm not following what he does. So it's probably the end result is pretty similar, but yeah, I mean, I don't follow exactly what he did. GQL query. Then what did I do wrong? Because I'm starting to get very confused about this. And so I have a query. How am I handling authentication? I'm using Auth0. Well, I cannot show you. How great is that? Sorry about this. Let me comment this thing out. On change, I'll comment this thing out. And we comment this thing out. Okay. Why? Why am I still getting this? What the hell? I mean, I'm not even passing it to. Okay. Man, I want to show something and. Okay. Good. Sorry about my frustration. So basically, I'm using Auth0 to authenticate. I'm just using their Auth0 single spa library. There's nothing too fancy that I'm doing, so as you can see on the authentication part, there is an old video that I made. I think you can find it on YouTube under my channel about how I've made it, but I can quickly show you. So basically I'm using the Auth0 single spa library. Where is it? This one, which is a very minimal library, but very powerful. So what I'm doing is like I'm creating the client. This is the part where when you log in and you have the token at the beginning. I'm getting the user. I'm setting it into a store. And then I'm sending you to the root so that you don't have that weird token into your URL, because also if you have this weird token into your URL and you refresh, then you enter in some sort of infinite loop of authentication and refreshes. If you are not authenticated, then I'm just redirecting you to Auth0, and then I get the user. Here I need to do a hack to get the ID token. The Auth0 doesn't expose the Auth token, the ID token, into their using their API. Because they think it's a bit of a security problem to have it, but I needed to authenticate against Hasura. I need to pass it here. As you see here, for the authorization, I need to pass a valid JSON web token, so that's how I just get it. So I get the token and then I set it in memory, and then I set it in memory here. And then I use it to pass it as the authorization to every single request that I make. You see black screen. Do you all see my screen, or is it do you guys see my screen, or is it black to all of you? Okay, so you see the screen. I don't know what to say. The right corner, I'm really sorry, I don't know to tell you what the problem is, because I can check my stream as well and I can see it. So could you try to refresh maybe or something? Because I mean, I'm checking my stream and it seems to work fine. Let me try it in a different browser maybe. But where is it? No, I can see my screen. Okay, so that's how I do the implementation. But if you want to see the implementation, I think you can check on YouTube. Let me give you, and I did the implementation. I did it, I think, in 2 episodes. One was very frustrating, and the other one was okay-ish. Dynamic approval on GraphQL queries, create DM channels. Adding Auth0, complete failure. So you can start with part 8. And then get to part 9. And yeah, and part 10 partially. So it starts from here. Okay, all the authentication part, and then you go, I think you can get the playlist. Let me get back. Can I get it as a playlist? I have a playlist. So can I share the playlist? Okay. You can try to use the playlist, so it starts at part 8, and then part 9 and part 10 are, I'm dealing with authorization. The first one, I know it's a complete failure. In the second one, I managed to do it, and then I polish it a bit in the 10th or 11th part. So yeah, that's how I do it. Okay, now, good, glad that you can see. You want me to explain it again so that you can see it? So the basic thing is that, again, I'm using this Auth0 single spa application. Yeah, it's a very wide screen. It's a 29-inch, I think. But I know some people could see it, but never mind. So the part is that if you are not authenticated, I'm redirecting you using the method on the library. It just sends you to the Auth0 endpoint. Then if you are authenticated, then if you are just authenticated, so you basically logged in, then you will have into your URL some sort of parts, some query parameters, which have like a weird code in it, and you get the user from there, and then you push it to the index route, because otherwise if you refresh the page, then you enter in some sort of error loop, because it tries to find the user, but that token is no longer valid. But this is, most of the code is more or less a copy paste from their tutorial page. The only part which is interesting and I need it is this part where I am authenticated, I'm refreshing the page, I'm getting the user, and I need to get this ID token, which is generated by Auth0. But it's not. There is no method on this library to get it, but there is somewhere hidden in this object. So I managed to take it out because I needed to send it as. I need this token, so this huge token. Let's see if I decode it. Could not. It expired, for instance. But I need all these claims and all the shebang with it in order to authenticate against my backend, which is using Hasura. So that's why I do this small hack. I asked the Auth0 team, and they said that this is not how. It's a bit insecure to have access to ID token, and Hasura should change their implementation. And then I asked Hasura, and they said that the implementation is fine. So I'm somewhere in the middle where I need to do some sort of hacks. Yeah, so that's the authentication part. Now I want to get back to this because I'm a bit frustrated about the fact that it doesn't work, the query. And I think I did something terribly wrong, in the sense that I would just copy this part just to be sure that it works. No, because this. Okay, GQL. Okay, let's see. Model. Okay, it did refresh. Now let's try to rewrite again that query. So we have query, which is search. Man, I hate this. I don't know how to spell. Search message query. Okay, I guess it's a query. Use of type string. We have a filter of type string, but it's optional. And then no, it was okay, I think. So we need to do query here. Okay, query. That's the variable. And then we need filters. And we put filters like this. And then we want to get the ID and all the other good stuff. No, we want the hits and all the other good stuff. Okay. Let's see. Does it refresh? Expected name found $sign. Yes. Because I need to put an exclamation mark. Unexpected. Okay, so this is from here, this is from here. I guess I have an extra curly brace. Oh, it finally worked. Let's see. If I come here, okay, and I remove this part and this part, I should be able to search. Let's say 3. Okay, complete failure. Cannot read property search of undefined. So what did the GraphQL returned? Okay. Let's maybe wait a bit, because I'm pretty sure we need to make sure that we have the data. So I would rather console log the data. Console.log data. So unhandled, malformed authorization header. What? Okay, that didn't really work, I guess. Okay, so I guess the problem is that what we did at the beginning of the stream with the authentication token, that I put it in memory, is not working properly, I think. Is it? So I'm just going to revert for now the app and test to see if it works. I still get this. Man, this is annoying. And if you tell me that I did this for nothing because the error was from somewhere else, then I'm really pissed off. Could not expect it got one part. GraphQL subscription. So I guess the subscriptions don't work. So if I okay, that's very nice. So if I put here, I guess it's not gonna show up, right? But if I refresh, it didn't even create it. Okay, so apparently the whole app is broken. Is it? And I don't understand why. Oh no, it's okay. Now it seems to work fine. Test. Oh. Okay, so I have a sorting problem. For whatever reason, it thought that this date is before. So my subscriptions seem to work fine apparently. Okay. So I have here a new test. So yeah, one more thing to fix, but I am curious to see what happens here. So on change. Let me just okay, so nothing happens when you do this, which I guess explains some parts. Okay, so let's see. I want handle input change and on change event. So what's handle input and what's on change? Handle change, okay. Handle input change, so set input value to blah blah blah. Okay. But my question is like, why do I need this value? Oh, yeah. I figure out why. But okay. And on change, what's the on change? Where is this coming from? This function. Selected is open. Ah, okay. So it's coming from here. They seem to have get input props on change. Okay, I must say I'm a bit lost with this, so I'm just gonna go to Downshift. And go and try to figure out from there. Downshift, Ajax. No, they have some examples somewhere. Cypress, no, they don't. Example. Styled, type ahead. Integration with Apollo. Integration with Apollo. Okay. Don't think it's the most up-to-date stuff, but get input props. Query all colors. Okay. Okay, so if loading, we show this. If not, we show the other one. But yes, but where is it making the call? No? Because this evades me. I'm struggling with this when it should be so easy. Input value. Okay. Data selected, get that. Put value. I don't get it. Integration, display, React router. Man, I'm just gonna bluntly copy. No, I don't want to bluntly copy. I want to understand where the problem is with this autocomplete. So render suggestion. Okay. Render input. Input props, input blah blah blah. Downshift multiple. Where's the text field? Because on change it should mend it. This is really frustrating. I mean, they have so many examples here that I can't follow. I'm a bit tired, to be honest. Okay, let's try to. So on change, I want handle input change. Okay, handle input change sets the input value to blah blah blah. Okay, so and then if I have the input value. Okay, so get suggestions, that's the way to do it. Okay, so where do we have this get suggestions? Get suggestions. So it's inside here. Okay, so what we need is to, we don't need this on change apparently. Well, I guess we do need it. We need to put it into the state, I guess. Okay. Is this the right one? Downshift multiple. I don't want downshift multiple, but okay. Where is this value coming from? Okay. Wait, I got it. We have item value, no, input. No, we do have it here. Look, it's input value. Damn, I'm so stupid. So let's just remove this part. I'm a bit tired and I cannot concentrate fully, but that's not an excuse. We can have a function here. Get suggestions. What do they do here? You just put the input value. Input value. And I guess it's an async one, right? Yeah, but that's not how we want to do it, because I guess we need to do a client.mutate and then return the values, right? So we need to use the client, I think. But anyway, let's try. Input value, it's a string. I want to see that this is the value. Console.log input value, and we return an array. And what do they do here with the get suggestions? Blah blah blah, suggestion index, render suggestion. What does render suggestion shows? I think it shows a menu item. Menu item. Get suggestion input value map element just put a p type test just to see that get suggestion is the proper thing. Come on. Input values is not defined. Okay, let's see. Yay, it works. So now we have to find a way to send this to Algolia. I saw that they are using something to debounce a bit. So get suggestion. Debur. What does this debur does? Lodash debur. Oh no, it's not actually debouncing it. But never mind. Ah, okay, so converts the accents. That's fine. I am not interested in that. I do wonder though where this quote is coming from. It's coming from paper. Styled model, styled paper. Okay, here it is. Got rid of it. Good. So now I guess what we need to do is on here, how do we call the client inside Finder, for instance? No. Oh, come on. Client, I know I've used client. Use Apollo client. Okay, so we are gonna do like this. We are not gonna use the lazy query, unfortunately, because the way the suggestion would work is that we wait for the call and then we return the values. So let's do it. Let's do this. Use Apollo client. Okay. Okay. And then here we could say client dot query. I'm passing the search messages, variables, no, options, variables. How does this thing work? Client query. Ah, I think we need to do like this. Query. Yes. Search messages, variables. I'm gonna pass the query as the search. How is that called? Input value, sorry. Input value. Okay. And I think we can make a sync function. And we have the response, which is on await. And let's see. Okay. How can I get? How can I make an async call? How hard can it be to do a async call with downshift? Downshift, async call. Just want to make a how to call a synchronous method. No. No. Man. Downshift JS. I have no idea how I can do it. I know I did it once, but it evades me, just to say the least. We can actually do it. No, we can't. Um, Let me check the API. Maybe I items input value. Okay, let's see where did they do the input value. Yeah, but I need to call that function. I just want to make sure that this at least works. So I'm gonna return an empty array just for the sake of seeing whether the query works or not, because I'm lost and I just want to make sure that at least one part is good. It's fine. Okay. Makes sense. Client. Then response. I think I have another major failure in this video. I cannot move forward. React. Okay, so I get them. Yes, I get them, but now I have to figure out how to put them in Downshift. I guess. Oh no. We need to call this function, so if I find when I can call the function, yes, I think I know how to do it. So we need this to go away, and I think we can use our query stuff. So first, I don't know what's wrong with my computer, that prettier doesn't work. Prettier, like format on save. Okay, so it does format, but why it doesn't format it on save? But never mind. That's the least of my concerns. So what I can do, I'm just gonna take, so I'm gonna make a render component which would receive the input prop, and then it would call GraphQL and it will render some stuff. So let's try to make it now, because I think we have it. So we are on the right path. So suggestion. PSX. It's a stateless component. Suggestion. Props interface. Props. Value is a string. Okay. Okay. Props. So we are there, we are there. We can do this. Const. Okay. Now it's an array. We say use query. Search message just okay. That's data. Just it's data search. Okay. And we have loading and there, if I'm not mistaken. Where is the apple? Oh, it's an object. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have data and so on. So if loading return loading, we can actually use something from Material-UI like circular spinner, like a loading spinner, loading spinner. Loading. No, I don't want this. Circular progress API. I want a progress. Okay. So I want this one. If it's loading. Oh, come on, I cannot even. I don't know why I'm so pissed off, to be honest. I think I'm just tired. But I said this so many times that I think I bore you down with me saying this so many times. I'm sorry for that. Okay, and now I want to render if loading. I want to render a menu item. Okay. Don't have the item props. Even though we need to pass them the item props. Let's check again. Render input, render suggestion, item props, item suggestion.label, highlight index, selected item. Well, for now we don't need this. We only care if the thing works. So for that we need to do data dot search, I think, hits map. Hello, hello. What do we have? We have a hit, and for that we use the menu item. Don't need this. Okay, and for that we need a hit.id and hit.body. Okay. indeed, and we have a suggestion to which we pass value, the input value. Type. Okay, it might be null. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I crashed the app. That's fine. But at least some part works. Right, cannot read property search of undefined. Okay, that makes sense. So if is open and input value. Okay. What's the problem this time? Let's yes, of course. Variables. Query. No, query. Props.value. Of course. How can you get something if you don't send it? React. Okay, this time cannot read property hits of no. At least this time invalid application ID or API key. But I've just didn't I requested it? But it was working. Is somebody changing the okay. Where are the functions? Because I don't understand that. It's like the functions reverted. Did somebody deploy in the meantime or something? Somebody hijacking me? Okay, so now it works. Okay. This is extremely weird. Aha! Finally, we have something working. Yes. Yes, we do have something working. But I want to make it much more pretty than this. I'm not actually gonna use a menu item. I think I'm just gonna use a card from Material-UI. And the card is card content demos. Cards. Yeah, something like this. Let's do it. Because we are so close to do it. card from Material-UI. So what do we need? We need to make it pretty. Let's see. Card content. It might be a bit more difficult to do it than I thought because we don't have all the available information in there. Card content typography. Okay. I'm just going to make color text secondary blah blah blah. That's okay, that's not a problem. I want to put the name of the channel, so it's basically hit.channel.id. Normally we would need the name, but yes, we need the formatted date, so we get from import from date fns. We want the format, I think. Format date fns. I think I have an old version of date fns, so no, it's okay. So how it's on Slack, it's just the month and the day. So for that we would do like this: format it dot date and okay, we need a new date like this, new date. Okay, and we need a format, and in our case the format would be we don't care about the era, we don't care about extended year, quarter, no, month. I want it like this, as a word, space, and the day of the month, like this. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing that I want is the user name, but I don't have it, of course. So what do I have actually in Algolia? Where is the Algolia overview? In this. So I have body, channel ID, user ID. Okay. We might need to do some computed calculations based on that. Or we can do this on the backend, so we don't have to make 2 API calls. That might be better. So, but let's first deal with this, and then we can demo it. We can improve it. So now I need the hit.user ID. User ID, and I want the time, so I do again. I'll do here the date. Date Oh no. I'll just do it. Because here I return. We have. Oh, this should be fine. Okay. Okay. So we do the date here. Const date equals new date, like this. Date. So here we want format again, date, and what do we want from here? I want the local time. AM, PM, hour. I want hour. Hour and minute. Minute. Okay, so we have this, and then the last part is to insert the message. So for that, we have to dangerously set the inner HTML to be hit dot body. The reason why we do this is because the body has some no, not the body. We want the highlighted result body value. That's what we want. We want to have this bold tags around where it found what we are looking for. And for that, we have to dangerously set the inner HTML. Normally, we should also sanitize this. So I will actually sanitize it right after I make it work. So we have hit highlight result body dot value. Let's see it in action. Oh, and we need a key here. Key is hit.id. Okay. Okay. Did it crash or? Yes, it did crash. Props set danger scene must be in the form. Okay. HTML. There you go. So React. So we have it here, and normally we should get an EM. So we have a CSS file. Yes. We have global styles. So I know I've created something with I know in style components you can create global styles. Documentation global. Create global style. Do we have something like this? If not, we can just we can do something else. We can use const styled typography. No, highlight typography, and we do a styled. No, 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 this one. On typography, and we say that whatever em would be color should be pink, like this. That is the nesting. Yes, you can nest. Okay, so that means that I have to do like this. Okay. Format. We rename this. So let's see. So we have the highlighted thing. This is a bit weird that I have here. The May it's okay, but the date is this part is not okay. Let's see, what do we have here? So we have body, we have channel ID, and I don't see it, so it's inside hits. Yes, channel ID, yes. Format. I want the first of the month, but apparently it doesn't give it to me. So where's the month? Day of the month. Right, because that's what we. Okay. I need to put a T inside here to have the space. Because what's let's try to do it like this. I don't get why we get 0 here. Let's try a different day. Day of the month. Just gonna put DD. Okay. Hey, Sunday. Okay. Thank you very much for telling me that it's Sunday. Day of the month. What version of DateFNS I have? Because I think I'm DateFNS. Ah, that explains a lot. So let's do yarn upgrade. Let's do it interactive. So let's upgrade a lot of things. Apollo React hooks, yes. Hotspot, everything. So basically update everything. But I don't see here DateFNS. But yes, we can do it like this. So we upgrade everything and then we see satisfy. And then we upgrade it like this. We just upgrade what's left to be. Satisfy native, satisfies, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay. Just gonna do like this. That might explain why we had this differences. So let's try now. Okay. Just, I know it's gonna work. So, okay, we still have that problem. Okay. Okay, whatever. Seems that font formatting and standalone. So here, day of the Monday of the year. Because basically takes the EE stuff, right? Is that it's Sunday? So what if I do? Oh no, wait. I think we need to restart the server. Come on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now it works fine. I'm not liking the date part here. I like the minutes. I don't like the minutes. So let's check the minute, hour, minute. I want mm. This should be fine. No. Because I haven't posted everything too. Did I? Try test. Oh yeah, okay, so it was fine. Okay. I guess we need to add some more spacing between these. And then highlight them and things like this. So, but I guess that's enough for today. I think we can actually do it with the menu item and put inside the menu item the card, and it would work much better. So let's do that. Menu item. This is how they did it. And this is gonna be the last thing that I'm doing because it took a while to figure out how to do it. And I want to do a bit of a closure. Where is it? The menu item. Okay. So basically do this. We get some item props. Get it in Typescript. Item props. Item props. Okay. Just gonna okay. Put the card inside. Okay, we take the key from here. Come on. Select it. We have this part is highlighted. It highlighted and selected index. Okay, and this is a suggestion label. And this is a highlight it, index its number. Okay. Suggestion. Oh, interface suggestion. Okay, selected item is any for now. We could actually define it, but let's make it work. So we have props dot highlighted index equals inverted the index. It's coming as well. The index is from here. Okay. Selected item. Yeah, well, that's gonna be a bit trickier. Let's not do is selected for now, because we haven't defined how our object looks. But now we need inside here to pass what do we need to pass extra? Item props. Get item props. Highlighted index, which is in the selected item. Okay. Is this returning? Okay. We don't need this for now. Okay. Yes, we have a menu item and it works. The keyboard doesn't seem to be working as far as I can see. But that's something to be done the next time, because it's okay-ish, I would say. For now we have the skeleton, even though we struggled a lot for it, and in the next one we will make this work properly. We will fix that you have all the information here, not only the ID of the user and of the channel. So we will improve our function, the backend, to retrieve all the information that we need. And yeah, that's it. So basically we put the skeleton for downshift, and we have to take it from here to improve it so that it's a bit more keyboard accessible. And yeah, it should be fine. Next one. Well, thanks to everyone who was active on chat, thanks to everyone who subscribed, and thanks for your time that you watched this whole stream, and catch you up next time with when we finish this part. So cheers.